Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're cracking open the latest from Grok Trade,
Yeah.
giving you the straight scoop on what's been moving the market stocks, the U.S. economy, and, well, of course, crypto.
Right.
Our mission, pretty simple. Filter out the noise, deliver the key insights you actually need.
Exactly. Think of it as your shortcut to understanding the week's pulse. We're drawing directly from Grok Trade's analysis, across these different areas.
Okay, let's dive right into the stock market then. Grok Trade flagged something they called a gap-down run-up. Now, for folks listening, that means the market opened lower than yesterday's close, but then, boom, rallied during the day. What's the significance there?
Well, what's interesting is the resilience it shows. Despite maybe some negative sentiment overnight, buyers stepped in pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And notably, small cap stocks represented by the IWM, they saw a strong 1.58% gain. That suggests maybe, a bit more risk appetite as the day went on.
But Grok Trade also highlighted these gains are kind of hitting a wall, some important roadblocks, resistance levels, right?
Exactly, yeah. The Dow Jones, for instance, it's getting pretty close to its 200-day moving average. And that's a big one. Then you have the SPY, QQQ, and IWM all bumping up against their 20-day moving averages, which tells us more about shorter-term momentum. So think of these like potential ceilings.
Right.
Breaking through could mean more upside, but bouncing off might suggest a pullback.
Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting, I think. Grok Trade also spotted a positive divergence in the IWM. Can you break that down a bit, without getting super technical?
Sure, I can try. So imagine the price of small caps hitting new lows. Okay.
Yeah.
But at the exact same time, indicators like the RSI 14 that measures speed and change of price moves, and the Mentorship, which looks at trend direction and momentum, they're actually showing less downward pressure.
Oh, okay, so they're not going down as much as the prices.
Exactly. That difference, that divergence, can sometimes hint that maybe the selling is losing steam. It suggests potentially a short-term recovery could be on the cards.
Interesting. Okay, so shifting gears to the U.S. economy. It sounds like Grok Trade noted kind of a quiet news day, no big headlines.
That's right. Yeah. No major economic reports, nothing on jobs, inflation, or, Fed policy decisions. However, Grok Trade does point out this growing anticipation around tomorrow's tariff announcement, that pending news is definitely creating some uncertainty among investors.
Right. You can feel that kind of waiting game. And it seems like there are sort of two main camps reacting to this tariff stuff.
Precisely. Yeah. You've got some investors who are clearly worried, maybe even hyperventilating, as Grok Trade put it, while others are taking a more, we've seen worse kind of wait and see approach.
Right, been there, done that.
Yeah. So Grok Trade's take is basically that this current calm is probably just the quiet before a potentially market-moving storm once those tariff details actually drop.
Okay, makes sense. So let's turn our attention now to the wild world of crypto. Bitcoin seems to be doing its usual dance.
Absolutely. It's been, hovering around $82,400. It did dip below $81,000 recently. And Grok Trade highlights this really divided sentiment within the crypto community. You still have the to the moon crowd, but also folks reacting nervously to the volatility, maybe panic selling.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. Grok Trade used the term chaotic crypto vibe. What makes it feel so chaotic?
Well, what's fascinating here are those rapid, often unpredictable price swings. It's just the nature of the beast sometimes.
Yeah.
This chaotic vibe often comes from a mix of things. Speculation, big players making moves, ongoing regulatory uncertainty doesn't help.
Right.
So Grok Trade's watch and wait stance from their pros, it really reflects just how hard it is to predict Bitcoin's next big move. It's inherently unpredictable.
And it's interesting that, traditional safe havens like gold nearing $3,160 an ounce and silver are also gaining.
Yeah.
Is Grok Trade drawing any lines between those moves?
Well, if we try to connect the dots, it's plausible, right? Some investors might be seeking safety in these established assets, especially with the uncertainty in the stock market, those resistance levels, the tariff worries, and of course, the typical volatility in crypto. These gains in gold and silver could suggest a broader move towards hedging risk, a bit of a flight to safety, maybe.
Okay. So to kind of bring it all together for everyone listening, if it sounds like we're really in a moment of mixed signals across the board.
Definitely.
We've got potential catalysts just over the horizon, those tariffs, key resistance levels in stocks, and, whatever Bitcoin decides to do next. So wrapping it up, Grok Trade's view of April 2nd, 2025 is basically, it was wild out there. But they say. Our mentorship gives you the tools and the confidence to navigate that wildness, maybe even profit from it.
So it paints a picture of volatility, but also offers a path through it.
Precisely.